Hi, another heads up before you start. You can click on the links in the description below to practice all the programs done in the video, and don't forget to subscribe. We look at dictionaries. We start with an introduction to dictionaries, creating dictionaries, traversing dictionaries, and looking at dictionary functions and methods. We'll also be counting the frequency of elements in a list using a dictionary and count the number of times a character appears in a given string using a dictionary. Dictionaries are yet another kind of data structure to store data. It consists of a key value pair, and each key is separated from the value with a colon, and the pair or an item is separated by commas. Now, the whole thing is enclosed in curly brackets. A very important point to remember is that keys are unique and immutable within a dictionary, while the values may not be. So the values can be of any data type, while the keys can only be an immutable data type like strings, numbers, or tuples. We start creating dictionaries using an empty dictionary, and for every key, we'll add a new value to it. And we can also use the dict constructor to make a dictionary. We can start by creating an empty dictionary and adding key value pairs to it. We will notice that in dict1, we've added these 4 key value pairs and we print it. So we get an output of a dictionary with 4 keys and their values. We can also use the dict constructor. In case we use a dict constructor, we will use parentheses and we will assign each key a value. And notice if we print this, we will get a dictionary where we now have the colon instead of the equal to sign, and the name, breed, and age have become string literals. We can also use 2 lists and combine them using a zip function. We'll create a dictionary using subjects as the keys and code as the values. And once we've zipped them together, we'll use the dict constructor to make it into a dictionary. So now when we print sub underscore code, we will notice that we now get an output as a dictionary. We can also have a dictionary where the values are another dictionary. Notice how AI is the key and a dictionary is the value for it. ML is the key and it has another dictionary as its value. Since the dictionary is a mutable data structure, you can add a new key value pair to the dictionary. You can modify an existing element in the dictionary, or you can delete an entry from the dictionary. You can also access a value from a dictionary. Since a dictionary is a mutable data structure, we can add and modify it. We take a dictionary phone underscore code and we add 2 more key value pairs to it and we output this, and we'll notice that these 2 have been added to the dictionary now. We can also make changes in the dictionary. We reassign a value Jaipur to an already existing key 151, and we'll notice that the change has occurred. We can also use the augmented assignment statement in case the value is a number. And here we made a change in gel pens from 400 to 500, and we notice that the change has happened. We can also delete a key value pair by giving the name of the key and using the keyword del. Now we notice that in the output, that key value pair does not exist. We can access any value in a dictionary. If the value is a list, we will use the name of the dictionary. In the square brackets, we give the name of the key, and another square bracket is used to give the index of the item within that list. So in this case, it will output item 0. Just like lists and tuples, we can also traverse through a dictionary using a for loop. When we are looping through the dictionary, the return values will be the keys of the dictionary. We can also use the membership operators in and not in a dictionary to check whether a key is present or not. Just like lists and tuples, we can traverse through a dictionary. We start with a dictionary phone underscore code. We use a for loop for x in phone underscore code and print x. So by default, it will give us the keys. We want to output the values. We use the same for loop, but in the output, we will write phone underscore code and in bracket, we will give x. So now it will output the values. We can also traverse through nested dictionaries. So here we have an example of course underscore codes where each course is assigned a list as value. If we use the for loop for Z in course underscore codes, we can say the courses available for Z are course underscore codes and in square brackets we say Z. So here we get the output as key and value and see how the output has become much more readable. We can also take an example where the key has been assigned a dictionary as a value. Now notice how we use the for loop in a very interesting way to see an output which outputs first the key, then it outputs the keys from within the nested key, start and days and cost, and gives us an output which makes it much more readable. Using membership operators in and not in a dictionary, we can check whether a particular key is available in the dictionary or not. So we say if math in course underscore codes, print the course is offered. And if history not in course underscore codes, print the course is not offered. When we execute this program, we will notice that it will output for math, the course is offered, and for history, the course is not offered. We now look at some methods very specific to dictionaries. We start with items, which returns a list containing a tuple for each key value pair in the dictionary. Keys method returns a list containing the dictionary's keys. Values will return a list of all the values in the dictionary. Pop will remove the element with the specified key, and pop item removes the last inserted key value pair. Let us look at item keys, values, pop and pop item methods in dictionary. We start with the dictionary inventory, and when we use the method items, it will return a list of tuples. Each tuple will be a key value pair. If we say inventory.keys, this will return a list of all the keys and values will return a list of values. Now we take a dictionary course underscore codes and we are using the method pop item. In the output, we see that the last key value pair has been deleted. If we use the method pop and pass the value CS to it, we will see that CS has also been deleted from this key value pair. The clear method removes all the elements from a dictionary. The copy method returns a copy of the dictionary and get returns the value of the specified key. Update updates the dictionary with a specified key value pair. We look at some more methods: update, get, copy, and clear. We start with the dictionary pets and we use the update method to which we're going to pass two key value pairs in a dictionary, and these will be added to pets. So when we print pets now, it will have two additional key value pairs, color and gender. The get method is given a key. It returns the value of that key. We can use the copy method to make a new copy of the dictionary, and this is preferred over simply assigning one dictionary to another. We can use clear method to remove all key value pairs from the dictionary, and when we output, we'll see that it shows an empty dictionary. The setDefault method returns the value of the specified key. If the key does not exist, it inserts the key with the specified value. FromKeys method returns a dictionary with the specified key and value. Sorted will return a list of sorted keys. The setDefault method in a dictionary takes a key value pair. In case the dictionary doesn't have the key value pair, it will add it to the dictionary. Otherwise, it will output the old value that is already there for that key. For example, when we say set default 1, val1, it will not return val1. Instead, it returns val0, which is already assigned to key 1. In this case, when we say 5, val5, and that is not there in the dictionary, it will add that key value pair to the dictionary. We have another example where we've tried to put the key value pair pencils and 500. It will output 300, which is the original value of pencils in this dictionary. And in case we try to add notepads, 100 using set default, it will add that key value pair at the end of the dictionary. When we use the sorted method and pass a dictionary to it, we will get a list of keys which is sorted in the ascending order. In case we pass inventory.keys, this will also return a list of keys sorted in the ascending order. If we say inventory.values, it will return a list of values sorted in the ascending order. Inventory.items will return a list of tuples which are sorted according to the keys in the ascending order. Just like lists and tuples, we have functions like len, which is used to count key value pairs in a dictionary, min, which can be used to find the smallest value in a dictionary, max can find the largest value in a dictionary, and sum can be used to add all the values in the dictionary. We look at the usage of len, max, min, and sum functions. We start with a dictionary inventory, which has numbers as values. And to count the number of key value pairs, we use the function len, to which we pass the name of the dictionary. It will return 4. If we need to find the maximum value out of these values, we'll say inventory.values as the parameter to the function max. It returns 400. We can pass inventory.values to the function min to get the minimum value, that is 200. And to find the sum of the values, we'll pass inventory.values to the function sum. We get the output as 1150. Now, we want to find the average or mean of the values of a dictionary. We need to use the sum function, to which we pass inventory.values and divide it by len. And we get the answer as 287.5. We're going to use a dictionary to count the frequency of characters in a string. And we're also going to count the frequency of items in a list using a dictionary. We start with a string str1 and we convert it to lowercase because we don't want the uppercase and lowercase to be counted as two separate alphabets. We start with dict1 as an empty dictionary and we use a for loop to read each character of the string. And if X is already a key in dict1, it means that we need to increment the value of that key. Otherwise, if it's occurred for the first time, then that key needs to get a value 1. Once the loop is over, we output this. We'll notice that every character of the string has been assigned a value. In the second example, we use a list1, and we use an empty dictionary again. We use the for loop to read each item of the list. And if this item is already in the dictionary, that means that that key needs to be incremented in value. Otherwise, it's the first time that this key has occurred and it has to be assigned equal to 1. In the output, each number is assigned a value, that is the frequency of that particular number in the list. So that was a little bit about dictionaries, where we looked at keys being mapped to values, and a lot of functions and methods were performed on the key value pairs. I hope you've understood. You could always check out the links in the description below and practice them yourselves. Do subscribe and hope to see you soon. Take care.